Alrighty, I think it's about time we go ahead and get things underway. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy AEW Dynamite Wednesday. If you're a wrestling fan, if you're not, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, show only gets better. You're missing out. Get with the program. But hope you enjoy whatever you get up to otherwise. Hopefully it's been a productive day for you. If not, hopefully it's been calming, relaxing, whatever you would do to describe the day as good. Hopefully it's worked out for you. Hey there, Borlanti. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Let's go ahead and pause our music. Swap it to the old desktop view. Hey, how you doing? And get our game unmuted. And jump right in. How is X2 treating us? Well, last night I had a little bit of a panic because I thought I was fucking up the spot I was at, but we're good. Percentage-wise, everything checks out. I thought I was missing something with the whole mechanical puzzle before the boss, Bahamut. So I wasn't. We're good. Everything is still on point. See, I thought I was missing like a cutscene or something because instead of doing the mechanical puzzle and then moving on to like get the Dark Knight dress sphere, which we are about to equip, I did the Dark Knight dress sphere first because I was like, that puzzle is going to be story progression, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of this because the guide just says after you do this puzzle, after you do the machine puzzle, go do this puzzle for the Dark Knight sphere. I read that as this mechanical puzzle is story related, so this is going to progress things. So I went ahead, I skipped it, came back to it, and did it. It's just for 2 fucking items. You don't even have to do the machine puzzle. It's just there. But the way I read the guide, I was just like, oh no, I think I fucked up. But yeah, I think so too. I'm a big fan of the aesthetic of Dark Knight. I don't play it in 14 because I don't know, I just don't. But I'm eager to see how it goes. Let's see here. Do we want to use a new sphere grid for it? I don't think so. Yeah, no, I think we're good with what we got. Yeah. I think what we do here is we take out Black Mage. Pain doesn't need Black Mage, right? So we take out Black Mage and replace it with Dark Knight. Right. But I think we'll start using Dark Knight on her. We're still focusing Yuna on White Mage. I do think I want to come in here and also look at which one that I think we need to make one for Riku, actually. Yeah, I think we can do better for Riku. High Road Winds seems ideal, I think. Yeah, okay. Let's do Thief right here. Alchemist right there, because I think we're going to be swapping a lot between those on her. We like Festivalist on her, so we're going to put that right there. Is there anything that I would want to try on her? Otherwise? I don't think so. But something's got to go there, right? I guess in theory, no. Nothing does have to go there. I think that's fine. So let's equip Riku with that one. There we go. And, you know, whenever we find one that suits her, we'll swap it out. Interesting drop-off in stats, but I guess it's also because we've not really used Alchemist any. So, Alchemist is your favorite dress sphere in the game? Well, we're going to give it a go. I'm excited to see how it goes. Should probably update some gear here too while we're at it. Magic defense? Maybe? Shut up, Figgy. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Have you been watching the animations? Oh yeah, yeah. I watch them. I don't skip those. No, not at all. I am a fan of the whole animation process, honestly. I don't like cycle through spheres constantly to, like, you know, hit the sphere grid nodes and all that. So watching the animations is just kind of like part of the game for me. So, yeah. Shining Bracer, that is about to go on to Pain, I think. Fucking First Strike and Auto Protect. Yeah, I think that's gonna go on Pain. Adamantite. Ew, don't want that. I think more encounters. I mean, well, eventually we'll use that. Half MP cost. No encounters. Interesting. I like how it has First Strike, but also no encounters. That's neat. Completely counteracts each other. Oh no, she has First Strike anyway.
Redeemer! My man! Redeem these nuts!
Hey there, Makavai. How you doing, bud? What'd you think of Massage minigame? Yeah, that was something. That was... Yeah. 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 That's like all I could say to that. Yeah. Yeah. It, you know, it wasn't the weirdest thing I've seen, I guess, right? But it was up there. Here. Well, you know what, bud? I'm glad you're here. So at least there's that. Always glad to see you. Alright, let's give... Let's see. Not auto wall. Auto protect. That's what I wanted to throw on her. Honestly, she doesn't need auto protect. She needs this. Okay. Alright. Yuna needs auto protect. Guards against all status ailments. She does not need auto protect. She has ribbon. No, I think she's still gonna need auto protect. The fuck, get this shit out of here. This bullshit. Yeah, that was fun. Guys have cringe every time. Like, so, I mean, it's amusing to me. I wouldn't be here like, oh my god, that was so cringe. Like, dude. Like, if anything, here's what I'll say. My nose is bothering me right on top of everything else. They were aiming for a certain theme with this game, right? From what I've gathered. Charlie's Angels meets Tomb Raider. And that kind of scene really pulls in the Charlie's Angels aspect of it, you know? Like, they're nailing what they want with it. It's like, I can't fault them. Plus, like, look at Final Fantasy VII, all right? I don't know everything about the game, but everyone knows about the scene where Cloud has to dress as a woman, right? Or, like, you can have Cloud dress as a woman. Like, the whole, like, spy espionage thing, which ends up with a really awkward scene. Like, that's a trope. Is it a reference? It's not really a reference, it's a trope in those kind of movies, you know, like the spy movies where they gotta go undercover, but, you know, they end up in an awkward position. So they gotta, like, give a massage, or, you know, seduce someone they don't want to, or, you know, try to avoid getting caught. Like, that kind of shit happens in those movies. And, like, I mean, it happened in Final Fantasy VII. Now, is it an optional thing? Yeah, sure, but you could always just fail the massage if you want, I guess. Like, they're nailing what they wanted to. It's not just, like, cringe for the sake of cringe, you know what I mean? It's meant to be, like, amusingly uncomfortable, on the nose. So, like, it goes back to, like, last night we had a conversation about how, like, the tone of this game versus 10 is a complete 180. Like, outside of Yuna's, you know, lingering feelings for Titus, and, you know, the realization that the world is changing, like, this is Spira without the threat of sin. They're happy. They're a little bit more happy-go-lucky. Things are loose. You know, everyone's a little silly. Because guess what? For the first time in their lives, they don't got to worry about sin just deleting parts of the world. You know? It's a tonal shift. Like, it is what it is, man. Like, it ain't that serious. I'm finding with each day that, like, there's things to this game that people just kind of overlook. I mean, I did too, you know? Like, to me, when I was a kid, it's just cute girls, right? And a more difficult combat system. Yeah, exactly. It is very underrated so far. Like, I can understand the analysis that, you know, the combat's a little funky. I want to take a look at the heart grid here. I think it's fine for right now. I don't really have anything else I want to use on Yuna. I can understand that the combat's a little funky at first, you know, or, like, you know, if you're expecting 10, then 10-2 is not your bread and butter. But it's a really good fucking game, honestly. I'm really enjoying it. Like, I don't know if I'd say I'm enjoying it more than I enjoyed 10. But the thing is, like, I went into 10 knowing what I was getting into combat-wise, right? Like, I knew what was coming. This, like, all I remembered is that the combat was different, and there was the whole sphere grid, or the dress sphere thing. But now that I'm more, like, a little bit more in the know, I enjoy it. X2 is a bit early for its time. Yeah, I would. I think I'd 100% agree. I think it was a little bit too ahead of its time. I know that this was around the time where they were trying to get away from strictly turn-based combat. Which, like, I feel like every Final Fantasy game since 10 has had way different combat. Like, every installment, they just change it up more and more. Excluding, taking away 11 and 14, those are MMOs, obviously. They don't count. But, like, every time they've changed the combat. They try to get away from the whole turn-based thing, or they try to kind of innovate on it some. And I think this was the first game where they really tried to get away from it. And I think that's probably part of why, on top of everything else. Like, they tried something new, and the first iteration of something new is always gonna fucking face obstacle. It's unfortunate, but it is. I've seen it happen with too many games. Hope they remake X2. I think if they ended up doing a remake of 10, I think it would probably be more along the lines of how they're handling Final Fantasy 7 right now, where they just kind of completely go off the rails, you know what I mean? So if they did that, I don't think there'd be a need for X2. I think it'd kind of be like a marriage between the two kind of deal, you know what I mean? Like, you would see the characters of 10 with some elements like, you know, this. I don't know. After the way they're handling the 7 remake, I have no fucking clue what they would do. You really can't predict Square Enix, I don't think. Alright, real quick, we're heading over to the Josie Temple. That being said, if they did, like, some kind of, like, just... If they went for straight remakes, I think 10 and the sequel are fantastic games to, like, completely overhaul graphically. But, you know, keep the elements the same, or try to find, like, a middle ground to where you bring the combat closer to center for each other. It's turn-based, but you can move around while waiting your turn. Oh, so kind of like, I've been watching a streamer play one of the latest Yakuza games. Kind of like that, where you can move around before taking your turn. I could see that. I think I had 12 for PlayStation. I think I didn't play it because I remember now the character Van with 2 A's. I looked at him, I was like, this just looks like Budget Titus, and then I didn't play it. Like, I think I played it for an hour, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And I quit. I was like, nah, man. Alright, let's see here. Watch the scene to get an Albed primer here. Go. Maybe one day I'll stream, though. It is on Steam.
Little girl.
I have a name.
You seem close.
We made quite the couple.
Oh,
Yidinawi Choik.
Riku's always good for a laugh.
Is she blushing?
If you're here
Poor
about
girl.
digging, this isn't the best time.
What?
Well, there were fiends here too, right? Want us to clean up for ya?
Fiend hunting? What? You guys give up the sphere gig?
temporarily. Right now, we're helping people out.
Payne does not look happy about it.
Maybe you'd like to hire us?
Nope. You already took care of Sin. We can't go running to you every time we get into trouble.
That's a great
I
point.
watch my own back.
Show off.
Well, be careful.
You too.
Right.
Come on.
I got a weird vibe about that guy. Ban was made pro tags at the last minute. Really? The only thing I know about that game outside of Van Vaughn, whatever his fucking name is, looking like a knockoff Titus, is the character Fran, the Vieira, is from that game, and everyone loves Fran. I might play it one day strictly because there's some Final Fantasy 14. Yes, everything comes back to that. There's some raids in Final Fantasy 14 that really tie in to Final Fantasy 12. So I might dig into it at some point, but it was supposed to be the airship pirate, but he looked over 25 and it spooked them. Yeah, apparently we need like teenage protagonists at all times, right? All right, that's all we were doing here. Had to get that cutscene. Actually, had to get the Albed primer from that. The fuck is this? Hold the phone. That's my latest invention. It's called the Comsphere. We can't use it till I set up a sphere-wide network down on the ground. Okay, that's for later. It's steampunk Star Wars. That's an interesting comparison. I know it's called the Zodiac Age. I don't know. So I said one day. 15 is coming first, which I know that means we're doing things out of order, but with Final Fantasy, it really doesn't matter. I don't know when 15 will be. It'll probably be before summer. Oh shit! The fuck's going on in here? I heard brother talking with the barkeep. He said that he'll guard the Celsius so you and the others have a home to return to. Aw.
Miss you. See you soon.
I didn't mean to skip that dialogue.
What can I do for you?
So every time we gotta come in here and rest, right? Every chapter you have to sleep once, so we're getting out of the way. This is another thing that if they were to do a remake, since we were talking about remaking this game at some point, if they did a remake, they really need to have some in-game checklist on fucking 100%ing it or something. Because good lord, the 100%ing process is stupid as hell. It's the one thing where I feel like there's no excuse. You could say it was like, well, that way you go explore things. But no. Yeah. The 100% on this is fucked to all hell. Like, I've never been so paranoid trying to 100% a game. Like, Alright. Let's see here. Each player you face has a specific number of turns that you get and a number of coins. By the way, we're about to play Sphere Break. I'm just kind of reading ahead real quick. Number of coins that you must reach in order to beat the player. Each multiple you hit is one turn. Each border silver coin that's one quota. What the fuck? Using the most coins in a single turn is wrong because the coins will not regenerate fast enough for you to ever meet the quota as entry. Coins do not count towards the quota, so the best way to reach the quota is by using Echo Multiplier. If you use 2 coins in one turn, 2 coins again in your next turn, you get a 1 plus 2 for your quota. 2 coins again. What the fuck is this? Alright, yeah, this is something I'm just gonna have to, like, keep trying over and over. It's literally like, don't miss talking to this specific NPC during a specific period or you lose. Can't recover, game over, fuck off. Yeah, it'd be one thing if you could achieve like 120%. Like, and you know, there's like 20% or like 10 to 20% of like leeway of you missed this cutscene, you didn't click the Moogle in the fucking prologue, so on and so forth. But the fact that your entire playthrough, you could somehow do everything, but end up at 99%. Oh, fuck. Steampunk Star Wars comparison. Fran is the Chewie. Fran's Chewie, huh? That's weird. Welcome back. Alright, we're off to Luca. New game Sphere Break is all the rage at Luca these days, and they're giving out a stress sphere to whoever wins the tournament. But I was just saying that, you know, they should have gave some leeway. The fact that missing one thing can fuck everything up is ridiculous.
No reports of
Orlandi,
activity.
thank you so
Guess
much
there's no
for
guild
the tier 1
agreement,
sub,
Luca.
man. That support means the world to me.
Everyone's worked up about some kind
Thank
of
you so
sphere
very
breaking contest.
That's Sphere Break. You
Yeah,
should
there's
enter.
that's right.
The grand prize is a dress
Well, thank
sphere.
you.
Great!
It means the
I'd
world
like
to me,
see
man. Thank you very much.
Well, let's go take a look.
She's been practicing. Riku, when have you been practicing? We haven't had time. There's been no downtime through this playthrough yet, man. There's been no grinding, anything. Hell yeah, I'm glad to hear it.
You can't go anywhere in Luca without hearing about Sphere Break. And now it's just about time for the competition to get underway.
Yeah, I don't think I've
First,
ever
a
seen
word from
anyone
our
really
sponsor,
stream it.
Lord
At least no one I
Rin.
know, you know? Lord? Wait, what? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Oh my god.
From Lusa Junuha. I am looking forward to a fair competition.
This man got
May the
triplets?
best man win.
Or woman.
No time.
Hold on.
Good milk do we.
Or woman. Thank you. God, wouldn't expect Rin to be a sexist piece of shit. Meet the players gathered in Luca and claim the grand prize addressed here for you. Points prescribed for the tournament. Challenge people holding core spheres. 3 matches to advance. You can't play against the same person more than once. Search city for opponents to play. 6 bloody ads. Yeah, I've structured it to where it should get them all out of the way. Because I have to run so many every hour. That way, you know, one pain in the ass interruption over multiple. It's the unfortunate way of the road with Twitch. Okay, you lose 3 matches, you'll be disqualified from the tournament. Do I have to be perfect? That doesn't really matter. Oh my god. How do you play sphere? Perfect towel. See, like if I had to win 3 without losing once. Welcome to the world of Sphere Break. Sphere Break is a race against the clock to create multiples of the core sphere's core number by combining the numbers, the 16 coins on the board. Oh, fuck. Okay, listen. I can figure this out. I'm a triple triad genius on Final Fantasy XIV. I can do this. Alright. Tutorial covers the core spheres and the coins, both critical aspects of the game. There's the core sphere. Here in the center of the board is called the core sphere. Number on the core sphere is called the core number. The core number can be any number from 1 to 9. This example, the number is 3. 4 coins surrounding the core sphere are the entry coins. Coins are central to advancing the game and must be provided by the players. Without entry coins, you cannot play Sphere Break. You have at least 4 different entry coins to play Sphere Break. Entry coins used in this game are lost once the game is over. There are places you can find new entry coins, and you can also win them while playing Sphere Break. Interesting. So you lose the fucking coins after every round. You lose 2, win 2? Okay, cool. You can sell any unwanted entry coins using the coin selection menu. 12 coins surrounding the entry coins are border coins. Are used in combination with entry coins. Altogether, there are 16 entry and border coins on the board at the start of the game. Okay. All coins are numbered 1 through 9. Combine these numbers to make multiples of the core number. Okay. Essentially a numbers game. You win by combining the numbers on the coins to make multiples of the core number. Try combining some coins. Core sphere displayed, core number which is 8 is the current example. Top of the screen contains vital pieces of information. The sum, the total of currently, is the next 3 multiples of the core number. Getting a sum that equals a break multiple is the base object of Sphere Break. You haven't selected any coins yet, so the sum is currently 0. Since the board number is 8, the next break multiples are 8, 16, and 20. Okay. I think I'm getting it. Need to select coins whose numbers add up to multiples of 8. That is 8, 16, 24, 32. Yeah. Basically, trying to do, multiples of 8. First coin selected must always be one of the 4 entry coins. I don't even know what that is. Until we select our first coin, the help window will display choose an entry coin. Let's start by selecting 5. Yep, and then there's the 3 right there, and that's what it's gonna want us to pick. Sum in the help window now shows 5 total. Yep. Selected a coin remains selected until the end of the turn. There's no changing your mind. Now that we've selected our first coin, the message will show up choose another coin. We can freely choose from either entry or border coins. So now we have a sum of 5, and the next 3 break multiples are 8, 16, and 24. If sum were to increase by 3, it would become 8, one of the break multiples. As luck would have it, there's a border coin numbered 3 right here, so let's select it and see what happens. Yep. Okay, yeah. When the sum equals break multiple, a core break occurs and ends. Okay. Closer look at what we just did. Made a core break by selecting a border coin numbered 3. Jesus Christ! What would happen if we selected 1? In that case, the sum becomes 6. Next, we'll select the adjacent number 2. Okay, but then we got rid of 2 coins, which equals 1 break multiple. As you can see, there are more than one way to make a core break. Our first example, we use 2 coins to make a core break, and the second we'll use 3. What coins you decide to use to make a core break is up to you, and this is important later on. What would happen if we selected a border coin numbered 6, and entry coin 5? That makes 11. Okay. Makes 3 breaks. Yep. Then we take the 5, and now that makes 16. Yeah. The A for any number shown as a break multiple to make a core break. However, carelessly using large numbers of coins is not to your advantage. Border coins you use to make a core break disappear at the end of the turn. Naturally, in the following turn, you'll be able to use coins that have disappeared. Entry coins, however, never disappear. After a few turns of the pen, other border coins that have disappeared will reappear. You can again choose these coins like any other. Border coins other than those used when making a core break can also disappear. By design, border coins only remain on the board for a limited time. Each turn, the number on a border coin is increased by 1. Be around for a while to come. Border coins number 9 will disappear at the end of the current turn, regardless of whether or not they've been used to make a core break. Keep this in mind when deciding coins to select. Okay. Let's get to... Yeah, show me the turns. I want the full fucking breakdown. Tetramaster is a convoluted card game from 9, and there is a mandatory tournament as you have to win to proceed the plot. The game doesn't seem to follow its own rules. That's fucking weird. That's like... That's like the only what comes to mind whenever I think of a game not following its own rules is like Yu-Gi-Oh! In the first American season, where fucking Kaiba throws out 3 blue eyes white dragons in one turn, and it's just like this. The rules now don't make sense. Like that you can just do that on a fucking whim, all for the sake of a plot device, you know. That seems like a bad design. I hear a lot of praise for 9, and I have it in my library, but that's something that definitely turns me off of it. Alright. Turns. Let's go. Turn 1. Test of a series of turns. Turn-related information is shown in the window at the upper left corner of the screen. Yep, 1 of 15. Core number is 3, so let's make a core break by selecting entry coin 3 and 1, or 5 and 1. Core break is made, the turn ends. Turn 1 has ended, turn 2 is about to begin. Turns advance 1 by 1 as you make core breaks. For our example, we've now skipped ahead to turn 15. Since this is a 15-turn game, turn 15 is the final turn. Not all games are only turns. Let's go ahead and finish this. Okay. Board number is 9, so we need to make a multiple of 9. Select 5. And then 3. And then that. So that makes 9. Okay. Complete in the last turn. Game. The game now complete. The results are displayed. See the tutorial for winning and losing. Okay, so literally it's just turns. It's the concept of turns in general. Why the fuck did I just waste time? The story is magical, the music is unreal. It's slow, but at what point? That's fair. That's fair. It's something that I won't lie, it's probably not on my radar at least. But because it's in my library, I'm definitely not writing it off. if I were to play that, that would probably be, I'd say late summer at the earliest. 15 is kind of, as far as story games go, 15 is the top of the list right now. Because after this, we're going to play a little bit of Enshrouded or Pal World, one of the two, and then we have Stardew Summer at some point, but that's a few months. It was written as a love letter to the original story. That's interesting. Interesting. I could see that, you know. Because I feel like Final Fantasy X was like, from what I've gathered, that was like the dawning of a new fucking era for Final Fantasy. That's where you could tell it like a gameplay or like a graphical shift, like gameplay shift and all that shit. A shift overall. Alright. Deciding factor. Story explains the various conditions that determine the outcome of the game. Oh, strike me down. Okay. If you win, various prizes are awarded depending on your actions over the course of the game. Fully voice acting a silent text-based system. I think so too. You know, I had some people come in early on that were like, you know, the voice acting in 10 or like in this game is awful when I was playing 10, but I was like, this is where voice acting like really took off. Like this was around when voice acting in games was kind of becoming a staple. So you're not going to get like the same delivery as you would say in Final Fantasy 13 or you know, you can't compare it to like God of War in any stage. like you know, time happens. Time exists. Put that quote somewhere. Time happens. Hey there, truly feels bad. How you doing? Yep. Learning Sphere Break, and I feel like we're looking too in depth at it. On the other hand, if you lose, your 4 entry coins are lost. Single core break is not enough to win the game Sphere Break. You'll need to make many core breaks as you advance towards the final turn. Playing a 15-turn game, you'll need to meet the quota by turn 15 in order to win. See? Yep, okay. If at any time the player is unable to make a core break with the available coins, the game is immediately lost. Interesting. Coins used to make a core break disappear from the board for several turns. Could you force the enemy to not be able to make a core break? Core coins used to make. Yep, they disappear for several turns. If you use too many coins in a given turn, you'll have fewer coins to choose from. All the coins. Fewer coins that there are on the board to make it more difficult to make a core break. In this example, the sum is 19 and the core number is 18, so the next break multiple 24. Yeah. However, the only border coin remaining is numbered 1. Not raise the sum, not enough for a break. Break multiple cannot be created. In this case, you immediately lose the game. Game ends when the final turn is reached. Border coins used to make a core break disappear from the board for several turns. So it's generally advantageous to use as few border coins as possible. However, there's a minimum number of border coins that must be used to make core breaks in the game. Quota is the number of border coins you must use by the end of the final turn in order to win the game. Okay. 20. You have 15 turns. Right, is the quota needed in the game. Means you must use 20 border coins to make core breaks in 15 turns of play. The number on the left, number of points you have earned towards this quota. Yeah. No border coins have been used to make a core break yet. The number is still 0. Yeah. Now that makes it 2. Yep, remember that you only get quota breaks by selecting border coins. Use an entry coin to make the core break. It will not disappear, but you will also won't get a quota point. Making core breaks, yep. Gotta use the coin. As soon as the quota is met, the player immediately wins and the game is over. Oh, okay, that's cool. I think I have a good grasp on the game. On the other hand, if the quota isn't met by the end of the final turn, the player loses. Do I have to worry about the enemy's quota? Is it just me? Need to use as many coins as possible when making core breaks, but since border coins use disappear, you run the risk of being unable to make core breaks. Yes, I know. It's just you. Okay. Okay. In that case, I'm ready to go. Where's the save sphere? Hold on. Does anyone wanna talk about Argent by chance? Is now not a good time? But I've got my hands full. Okay. No one wants to talk about Argent. That's unfortunate. Show you what happens to a kid who doesn't know how to show a little respect. Got the sphere while I was fishing. I'm still learning, but you feel like playing? Sure! Fuck it, let's go. Good luck. Yeah, I'm gonna need it. Buttered toast. Try to make things a bit easier. Share what it worked from learning. Okay, cool. For sure. I will let you know. For now, I'm gonna go in a little blind here. Okay, so we have to make multiple of 8 here. Oh, I have to try to fucking decipher what this board says. Ugh. So I think what I'm gonna do here. That makes 14. 2. Now we need to 4. This is 5. Or was that 6? Okay, that was 6. Never mind. Yeah, okay, now I see it. I mixed it up. 9. Fuck. That's right, I hit 9 already. Ooh, we're running out. Okay, so... $14. That's fine. Okay. 6. This is 6. Then we hit 20 that way. Aiming for this quota. Alright. Do multiples of 4. This makes 18. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Reflection, thank you so much for the 3 months of a sub to Figley. Thank you so very much, man. You scared the shit out of me. It's good to see you, man. Thank you so very much for that support. It means the world to me, man. So good to see you. I hope you're doing well tonight, you know. I was just thinking the other day, you know, I haven't seen you stream in a while. I was hoping you're doing well, man. Yeah. That got me good. All good in the hood, good deal. I'm glad to hear it, man. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. Always an absolute pleasure to see you here. I must choose an entry. I think I know what we... Oh shit, that already hit it. Okay. I need to use a lot here. Hit 14. 26. That makes 21. Okay. $32. Whew. Yeah, you got me good there. Jesus Christ. Oh, this turn sucks. Anything we do here is a core break. Yeah. So this time we want...
How neat is that? That's pretty neat.
That is pretty neat. That is pretty neat. $18 there. I think we can win right here. Yeah, we win. Woo! 20. You've never seen this one before? Shit, man. Yeah, we're going back in time. We had just played the first installment, Final Fantasy X, back in 2002. It was old as shit too. You know, it's good to go back and play the oldies a little bit, right? Actually, I think this is outside of like old school RuneScape, I guess technically. Like this is the oldest game I've played on stream, I think. All right, we got our first win. I think I've got a good understanding of this game. It's, dare I say, kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. More people are in this, the harder it is to keep up and watch. Tempted to buy the Metal Gear Solid Trilogy they released on Steam, and they didn't do a very good job on the port. So, did they not do a pretty good job in like keyboard and mouse controls? Is that because I've seen some ports where it's like, you know, it's as long as you have a controller, it's fine. Or is it just like, a straight up bad port? And yeah, it is kind of fun. It's doing math, which, you know, I always compare things to Final Fantasy XIV. I'm sorry, it's the game I play all the time. But like, it reminds me of some boss fights where you're forced to do math in there, and it's just like, it clicks that way for me. Controls are annoying, but I think it can be remapped, but like they really half-assed the graphics and stuff. That sucks. That sucks to hear. I think my little brother bought it. I might ask him what his thoughts are on it. I feel... Oh, you want to play? Yeah, sure, dude. 45 seconds per turn? Okay. Quota is 30, so we need to do a minimum of 2 per round. I think I can do that. I got faith. Yeah. Yeah, I know that it's not like a standard Final Fantasy entry, but it's the one that, you know, it's the one that got me back into the series. Watched the whole thing on Digital Foundry about it. Looking at side-by-side screenshots, you can tell they didn't try to optimize it. That sucks. Sounds like it was a bit of a money. I know, yeah, this game's a lot of fun. This and Final Fantasy X, I do highly recommend, honestly. I think you would enjoy it. All right, so we have to hit 15 here. That's 14. Is there a 6 anywhere? No, there we go. We have a rough quota to hit, so I'm trying to do like three coins per turn. Made some of the dumbest comparisons ever, but it helps people, right? That's fair. You know what? I can't argue with that. Okay. Make that 6. 14. Is there another 6 around here? Yes. Now the multiplier is 2. 9. There we go. Six. That would make that 12. There we go. Do 5. 8, that's 13. Now we need to 15 or 18. You go for 18. Three, 5, 11. There we go. Multiples of 5, so it's 14. 17. Two more to go. Okay. This should be an easy win. $15. Ooh. Oh. No, I think we can save it. Okay. Yeah, we saved it. There we go. Nailed it. Oh, man. I got this shit quicker than I got Blitzball. That's for goddamn sure. Alright. It ain't no Gwent, but it'll do. I just needed one more win. I'd like to take a crack at it, but I just don't think I'd win. You probably wouldn't. Everyone's getting so into it, it's a bit much. Don't find another player here older than me, that's for sure. Doesn't mean I can't have ourselves a nice little match, does it? You know what, Granny? That would be lovely. That's the spirit. Or Grandpa, whichever one it is. Okay. I'm just seeing what we have to do. After we get done with this, we have to fucking, we have to beat someone. We have to hit a point where we get 10 victories in Sphere Break. That's the achievement. I think after that we're done with Sphere Break. I don't know. Okay, let's hit 5, 14. This. Oh, I fucked up. That's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it easy on that one. We're close to winning anyway. Matter. There we go. I'm looking at the traits of the coins as well. I already know I accepted or clicked that coin. Yeah, let's do that. That's 9. Getting a lot of high potions off this shit, I'll tell you that much. Oh. I immediately core broke. That sounds weird. Oh no, I core broke. If I could hit 4 right here, we would... Multiples of 5, so let's see. That would make 15 right here. Fuck it. Play safe. Oh. Those multiples of 8, actually. I'm stupid. I think I know. This is an easy one. We're at 15. There we go. Core broke. I was seeing if I could get as many, you know, bonus items and shit as I could there. Alright. Tournament, or the finals have started. I shouldn't say tournament over.
Oh, I was so close.
How close were you?
Who beat you?
Shinra.
It's elementary, really, once you get the hang of it.
Agreed, Shinra.
Once I outplay Yuna, the tournament is mine.
Why do you want the Lady Luck dress sphere, dude?
You're going down.
The probability of win is the best.
Ever since people figured out that she was 17, everyone's like, go get some clothes on. Oh, Jesus. Quota is 50? Oh, fuck me. I should have saved. Okay. Let's see. 5. Six. Yep. Still not converting around your sphere breaks. Yeah. You're not wrong. Oh shit, that was an instant core break. That's fine. Oh shit. I got my math wrong there. I did not mean. Oh. I have a feeling I'm about to regret not saving. Oh, damn it. I do think it's becoming statistically impossible, though. A 50 quota is ridiculous. God damn. So, for the record, if we hit turn 15 and we haven't met our quota, it's an absolute loss, right? Does Albert Heavens even have schools? They probably spend their money on the damnable machines. Okay. My gut says that it auto-saved. So we're going to go ahead and... We're not going to let that finish. Back in my day, we didn't have fancy blitzball send tore up the arena. We just kicked rocks underwater. Some of us drowned, but it weeded out the weaklings. Sin weeded out the rest of... God damn it. God damn. All right, here we go. Okay, so every time we're starting right here. Got it. All right. Let's see. Eight. Sounds good, man. Pleasure to see you, Borlanti, and thank you again so much for the tier 1 sub. Hope you sleep well. Take it easy. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Hope you have a good one, man. We'll catch you next time. I'm looking forward to it. You know, once I can get it. Right now, I think the problem is going to be getting it. Case of RNG and med skill. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it so far, Mo. Buzzblade's one of the best units for just blind content ever. It's just something about his kit just makes him incredible. Like the fact that isn't he like he heals every time he gets attacked, I think. If I remember right. I mean, I just use him because I think he's a kick-ass character, you know? So. That. I did not mean for that to hit a core break, but that's fine. I think we can do this. Shinra screws with it every time he puts down a 1. Jesus Christ. Makes sense that Shinra would cheat, though. Oracle, but he's actually both scales with HP and uses it. Yeah, I know he does the AoE, yeah. The thing is, like, because he's part of my main team. I know how he works. I just can never articulate it into. That's my problem with like gotcha games and everything in general. Is like, I'm very aware of how the characters I use work, but whenever you're like talking in depth, I can't fucking put it into any kind of cohesive thought. I'm just like, yeah, it does a thing, and it's a fun thing. 11, 13. I think we can do it. Thing is, we have to use up everything on the board. Okay. We've won. We've won. Trusting I don't fuck this up. Okay. Make this 10. Oh. Pray for RNG. Yeah, makes sense. Somehow we pulled it out there. That was by the skin of our teeth. Fuck yeah, man.
I won.
Get back to the ship, Shinra.
My goggles fogged up.
Fucking pogging hard, dude. Fuck yeah. First try.
And the winner of the first
Totally didn't have to reload.
tournament is High
He runs
Summoner
away.
Yuna.
That's next on the list. Cutting the perfect lines to 100%, you know?
Presenting the reward is our sponsor, Lord Rin.
I want to drink a Gatorade or a Monster right now.
Thank you.
Gonna go build a power plant? Everyone to run 10-2. I will, for sure, man. Scored the Lady Luck Dress Sphere. Hell yeah. Alright, now. There is a recommended Sphere Grid person to fight here. Because we're not done with Sphere Break, not Sphere Grid. Listen, I had Sphere Grids on the mind for a whole fucking week in Final Fantasy X. All right, it's whenever I hear Sphere, that's the next word, every time. There's someone the guide recommends as being like super easy to face. So we're gonna see if we can find him real quick. Customize. I mean, take your word for it, really. I have no experience, you know. I imagine 100% it would be a little bit more difficult. You'd have to like memorize everywhere you need to go. Is this the dude? Yes. Okay. Quota 30. Yep. All right. We're facing this guy in Sphere Break until we get an achievement. Oh my god, that's right. I have to choose entry coins. Start the game. Yeah. Like the amount of extra steps involved with 100% on this game. I feel like I mention it every night, but I will continue to mention it until we're out of this game. It's a lot of what the literal fuck. I'll never get over having to restart the game because I did not click on Yuna while she was in her goddamn Moogle outfit off screen. Like, are you kidding me? Ooh, I might have made this more difficult for myself than I wanted to. That's okay. Did not mean to use that many coins, but it's fine. It's fine. There we go, that's better. Do you interact with that Moogle over there? Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that, you know, most people aren't even going to fucking think of. Right? It's... I feel like it was designed as a little like, oh, look, that was her over there, so whenever you do New Game Plus, you'll run over there and say hello. But that's assuming that someone wants to fucking do New Game Plus. It's legitimately my biggest gripe with the whole concept of New Game Plus is it assumes that people want to play your game again. You know what I mean? Or not again, but like in succession. You know, going right into it once more. I don't think any game should be designed with that philosophy. New Game Plus should be for people that, you know, that want to do it again just because they enjoyed it, not because, oh, well, now you can hit the 100% ending. If I could see the majority of endings in Elden Ring, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I did like some fucky save file shit for it. But if I could see the majority of endings in Elden Ring in one run without doing a New Game Plus, every game you should be able to easily hit it. Without having to play New Games in order to see the ending you desire. Do you hear people recommend Hundo in multiple playthroughs because you get the benefit of hindsight? Yeah, that's kind of the thing is with this game. Well, with a game in general, I'm not going to say this game specifically because I do have an argument against it with this game. With games in general, going for 100% in your second playthrough, you do have the benefit of hindsight, so you know what not to do, or you know there's a different path you can take. However, this game's 100% involves shit like go to Guado Salam and see a cutscene that is completely like not related to the main story at all, like or of that chapter. Like the chapter could have you going nowhere near Guado Salam. But for 100%, you need to go to Guado Salam during that. Nothing in the game tells you to do that kind of stuff. There's no checklist. You know, as far as I know, after you beat the game, it doesn't give you a checklist of what you missed. So in your second playthrough, you go through and try to do those things. So it's very much like you've got to know, or you've got to go through multiple playthroughs, experiment to try to find what you missed. Or find a guide online, in my case. I guess you win after all. Hey, bud. I hope you're not too down in the dumps because I still have to beat you 5 more times. Let's go. Because this is an achievement. Play. Remember God saying it's possible to hunt down one playthrough, but then never. Yeah, luckily this guide that I have tells you everything you need to do. The problem is, and I guess it's not so much a problem, it's just kind of more my own paranoia. It doesn't talk about any main story stuff. Like, so when I'm doing a story mission, all it says is, during this mission, make sure you do this. Or after this mission, go do this. So then I'm going through the whole mission is like, is there anything I'm missing here? And it's just assuming that, like, you know, it doesn't need to talk about it because it's like baked into the run through of the mission. But I'm worried that there's extra stuff. What are you getting? Yeah, Chrono Trigger seems like it is, you know, leagues ahead in that sense. It's kind of like we mentioned Nier Automata last night. Nier Automata is very much the same way. You can beat the game and be happy with the ending you got, or you can keep playing, because when you play again, New Game Plus really isn't New Game Plus, it's the next chapter. And then so you're beating it multiple times, but every time it's a completely different game. You know, you're playing as, instead of 2B, now you're playing as 9S, you know, or, you know, there's an entirely different branch of story that you're going down now. Playing as another character. 1 second, my cat needs out. Come on. That is how New Game Plus should be done. It should either be designed as when you play it, you're getting a completely different experience, or you're just wanting to play through the game again without worrying about some kind of 100% thing. Kind of like The Witcher. The Witcher 3 has a New Game Plus, and all it does is, like, you're starting at the beginning, you got all your shit, but now you can upgrade it again. Like, instead of getting the patterns for your Griffin armor, now you're just go get upgraded patterns. Have fun. Just drop you back in the world, do whatever the fuck you want. That is a fine way to do New Game Plus, because you carry over all the important stuff. And you know where this is going. The wrong way to do New Game Plus is Starfield, where you have shit that you build, like your ships and your settlements, and when you hit New Game Plus, it erases all of that. Anyways, I got my Starfield out for the stream. There are 2. There is a 1 and a 1. I don't know why Starfield burned me as bad as it did, but it did. I hold a grudge. I guess that's what happens when you spend $100 on a fucking game. And also, I can't wait to actually play the game. We've been in this shit for, what, an hour? Hour and a half? I think Zelda kickstarted the pre-order bonus. Do you mean the whole, like, play so many days early bullshit that we have now? Because I really hate that shit. How more of a case of you got an ending, play again so you can get the true infinitely happier ending. They should all be enjoyable, otherwise it's just... Or I agree. If you're gonna make a bad or mediocre ending, like, It should be because it was infinitely easier to get the better ending and somehow you fucked up and you didn't get the better ending. Or, you know, a good ending. For all the bad decisions you can make in The Witcher 3, you can still end up with a really happy ending. I don't know. I'm fucking up. Leave 1 coin up though. We back there. Oh, okay. Okay, we're talking about something like, say, similar wavelengths but different issues. Yeah. Fucking hate pre-order bonuses in general. The no creature creator run is infinitely easier than the no. What's the no CC? What's no CC? I'm so confused. That's another thing that like I actually do have to do. My cat is already back. Are you kidding me, dude? Just go to sleep. Ugh, 1 second. Like a normal cat. The creature creator run is easier than the no creature creator run. Oh, okay. At some point we're doing creature creator in this. I don't know when it is. The guide does not mention creature creator yet, but it says we're doing it because, you know, it's part of it. It's just kind of like it's designed, the guide is designed where it's like, you're not worrying about it until, you know, we don't have any story. Or like, while there's a bunch of side shit left to do, basically. Creature creator is completely separate story. So it's not related at all? Okay. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know. Either way. Interesting. Okay. What the fuck is this? I keep multiples of... Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ. I know there's achievements related to it. The creature capture bullshit or whatever it is. And I'm gonna have to dig into that at some, if we're talking about the same thing. I honestly don't know. I just follow this guide. What is with it? Okay. There we go. Now I've got to fucking start pumping these fucking coins. There we go. Minus 3 coins. Oh no. Minus 5 coins. Oh. I can't wait to get this stupid achievement. Pre-order seems meaningless nowadays. You can purchase the and get the order book. Yeah, pre-orders are shitty. Pre-orders are shitty. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. I don't like pre-order bonuses. Oh shit, I actually lost. Yeah, damn. I guess I got two. Having like 3 rounds of just one at the start really fucked me up, I think. Also, having like no other coin, kind of lame.
Anything that dumbly specific achievements? There's achievement for AC4, which played the game on a special day in December of 12.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Coming out on the 29th. Bonus costs an extra 50. Yeah, no. Oh.
You pre-ordered the new Final Fantasy? Is that what it is? Rebirth? Yeah. My buddy Railery has as well, I'm pretty sure. He's taken off a whole week of work to stream it. He's also not happy that we have to watch a wrestling event. We have to, quote unquote. We have to watch a wrestling event in that same week. The night he was commenting, he was like, I can't believe I'm going to have to stop playing Final Fantasy to watch this awesome pay-per-view coming up. Woe is fucking you, man. God forbid. Though, to be fair, he does usually pay for the pay-per-view for us, so... it might be just a little bit more mad that he's spending that much money in a month.
But, yeah. Create my first... I'm going to create First Fantasy. It'll flop amazingly.
I mean, it sounds like a good direct competitor to Final Fantasy.
I saw Dune 2 is playing in cinemas on that day too.
Are you passing up on Dune to play this or to play Rebirth instead? The way I would rationalize it, right? If you needed to rationalize it, which you probably don't. Because, we're rational human beings who can make our own own decisions. There we go. You can go see it in theaters anytime. The continuation of Final Fantasy VII, that's not something that comes around often,
Pick up Rebirth and head down.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, there you go. Fuck it. Already got it all figured out.
That the Stone Age fantasy is heavily underutilized.
I mean, outside of like crafting survival games, yeah, you're not really wrong. Are we done? This round? There it is. Okay. I think we have 3 more rounds to go. We are getting this achievement done so we never have to play Sphere Brick again outside of potentially story-related stuff, I guess. I don't know.
That out too. I reckon they're supposed to.
Yeah, but I think it's still like a pretty... I think it's like a pretty big movie, still. I mean, I don't follow the Dune series closely, but it had that fucking Timothy Chalamet or whatever his name is. He's a pretty big star. Can you tell I'm hip with the youth? Like, it had him in one of them, so I figure it's probably got to be, big enough to be in a local cinema. I almost said Timothy Oliphant because
trailer he was talking about Timothy Oliphant tonight. I mix those two up now. I've realized in my head. Is trying to not get stomped by mammoths, and weirdos are gathering together and talking about outlandish things like crop cultivation, indoor plumbing, and God. Sounds like you're setting up for the prequel to Final Fantasies, if anything. Okay, I think we hit this one. We hit this one. Big name lead actor for a highly regarded 1960s sci-fi book. Yeah, I mean it's not stereotypical, that's for sure. But to be fair, I think Dune aside, I don't think Dune I don't think was really big outside of sci-fi, so obviously up until the movie came out, and I don't know how well it did. But, you know, sci-fi it's become more of a mainstream thing, I think, over the years. Or, you know, more accepted in the mainstream. I don't just mean Marvel. Marvel definitely doesn't hurt it. But, you know, like with the existence of Star Wars and shit. This weird spiky-haired kid who twitches at the mention of formations of religions. The moment people start praising the sun, he starts freaking out. He's like, this is a slippery slope. Once we start praising the sun, what's next? Did someone make the sun? In Quirk, though, Dune 2, the game was the very first real-time strategy. Huh, interesting. The OG RTS. I think this is our last round of this, by the way. It's either that or it's our second to last. I know what you're thinking, Punk. Are you just kind of clicking blindly right now? And the answer is no. Actually, I mean, it's kind of yes, kind of no. I'll level with you. So kind of getting through. You swing the oversized club, though. The gift from the gods, but don't call them gods. Yeah, I know of RTS games. I don't play them, to be honest. But I, you know, definitely familiar with the genre thanks to, I played enough Blizzard games. I still do. Well, I play one Blizzard game. I won't play the rest. Not in this lifetime. You could, you'd have to pay me quite a bit of money to fucking play Diablo 4 at this. That's for sure. I would probably play a WoW too. I'd just be curious how they would do it at this point. I think they've invested, or I think the WoW player base is too invested to let go of WoW, even for the sake of a sequel, if I'm honest. Like, even if they updated the graphics, you know, they could put that shit in the Unreal Engine. I don't think the WoW player base would go for it. I think a lot of them would, and this is as someone who used to be a really big collector, and now I'm just kind of like, collecting is what keeps me subscribed to the game for my downtime. But, like, if you told people that their collections are going to have to go away because, you know, they can't port over
that much fucking like content, I think the player base would have a meltdown. And I think a lot of people would end up just sticking to World of Warcraft 1 instead of playing World of Warcraft 2. Are we done? One more time? Here we go. It doesn't say 10 win 10 games in a row. It says win 10. So I guess that was game number 9. MMORPG sequels seem kind of rare, to be honest. Well, see, the thing is because typically you can just do expansions, right? Like, the reason why there's a Guild Wars 2 and a Guild Wars 1 is, from what I've gathered, they're just like two completely different games conceptually. Like Guild Wars 2 is more of your traditional RPG, and Guild Wars 1 kind of seemed like you had a hub, and then leaving like to go out into the world was like you're in your own instance kind of deal. So outside of the hub, it really wasn't an MMORPG. But typically, yeah, an MMO will just keep putting out expansions and, you know, updating the game as it goes, or trying to fix or make the code less spaghetti, or optimizing things. Like when you look at Final Fantasy 14, when you look at what they're doing with Dawn Trail, they're taking a lot of the old armor sets, for example, and they're updating them to the modern standard. So they don't look like glaringly old. They're touching everything up. They're touching up the graphics. And that being said, there's things you can do to the game which you shouldn't do because they're against the rules, but there's things you can do to the game that a lot of players do. One might call it modding. I'm not calling it that. That will overhaul it entirely. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. I didn't say anything, Yoshi P. Or they can do what 14 did and summon Bahamut so they can nuke the game and start fresh. Yes, they could do that. And that is something that's something World of Warcraft did as well with Cataclysm. The problem is that is a huge gamble that you really only see happen if the game is like kind of on its last legs, typically. Well, it goes one of two ways, because with World of Warcraft was at its peak when it did Cataclysm, because they were like, what if we tried something so fucking insane? All these old zones, like, let's overhaul them, you know? These are a thing of the past. Let's overhaul them. Let's update them. And by the way, when Cataclysm released, it was not well received because of that. Like, there was a lot of people torn on it. Some people really liked it. Other people were like, you've ruined the Barrens. Why do we have North and South Barrens now? What the fuck have you done? Which is why now we have World of Warcraft Classic 15 years later. And when you look at what 14 did, the original Final Fantasy 14 was dying hard. Like, it was not well received. The team that was in charge of it didn't respect what an MMO was. There's like a whole fucking documentary on how Yoshi P came in and basically overhauled it. Like, he and his team fixed the fucking game, and a Realm Reborn was necessary for it. And now what they do is, you know, they update it as they go. It's a game where, you know, as long as they keep graphically updating it and trying to unwind some of the spaghetti code every now and then, it will thrive for another 10, 15 years even. And the same can go for World of Warcraft. The problem with World of Warcraft is they do this thing where every expansion they update the game graphically, right? Like, you know, new stuff comes out, it looks shiny and neat. But you have a back catalog of old shit that looks fucking awful that they won't update. The world, the gear, the mounts, etc. And then you have, like, there's 2,000 fucking battle pets. There's 50,000 fucking mounts. There's 10,000 chess pieces across the game. Like, there's so much shit. Whereas you look at Final Fantasy, there's not as much because you can do things like dye your gear, you know,
more restricted to your class. And with WoW, they just do like 10 different recolors of the same armor piece. They won't update anything. So, I don't know. I feel like this rant has kind of gone off the rails, but the point is, MMOs really don't go into like a nuke it and start fresh or launch a sequel unless they need to they want to completely remake the game, or they're in dire straits. Like you won't see Blizzard nuke World of Warcraft. If they came out with a WoW 2, they wouldn't just end support for WoW 1 because not as many people are going to play WoW 2, I don't. And the benefit that games like World of Warcraft has now, along with Final Fantasy XIV and MMOs in general, this is another reason why it's so hard to start an MMO, is both games, every big MMO right now, like you name it, you know, think of your favorite MMO or an MMO off the top of your head that's been around for ages. The reason why they still succeed is because they have a back catalog of content. And a new MMO or a fresh idea, whatever you want to call it, like a WoW 2, it's gonna lack that content, and people are gonna get bored and drop out. That's why making an MMO, I think, that is one of the reasons why I think it's one of the hardest games to really put out there, because you have to keep people engaged long term or accept that people aren't going to stay engaged long term and hope that your game is good enough that people are going to come back and play it whenever you put out new content. And when you look at Final Fantasy XIV, they can afford to be like, this game's an amusement park, come and go as you please, because people will keep coming back, and people stay subscribed anyway. But if you look at like a New World, for example, like New World had an awful launch, and then from what I've gathered, not enough content to really keep it afloat, like, you know, like to keep the player count engaged. So it's fucking fallen off hard. No one talks about it really anymore. I'm always down to hear a patented Punko rant. I feel like I do it too much. I feel like I do it every fucking stream somehow. I guess it's not a complete stream if I don't rant about something that I've ranted about 20 million times, because it comes up and my brain's like, alright, here we go. This is a topic you're vaguely, you know, competent with. Go at it, champ. Oh shit, I'm fucking up. We gotta do it big here. Hey man, what, you know, whatever brings you to the table, man, I'm more than happy with it. But I mean, you're not wrong. I do rant a lot. Like, I mean, I sit here and try to be like, yeah, this is a cozy stream, and then I go off on a 30-minute tangent about some random bullshit. It's cozy outside of that, you know? And I think that's a win. Is that our final round? We did this for like 2 fucking hours. With, you know, rants in between. $1.3? 1.3? Are you kidding me? That's so easy. It hurts. It hurts. I can't believe the shit people don't do in this.
I'm gonna be like the 0.5% of players on Steam that have 100% of this. Or so I fucking hope. Why are you still here, Ren? Get out of my way. Without the Gull Wings, tournament would not have been met with such success. I'm grateful. I've been practicing too, but it hasn't helped at all. Found any rare coins, you most certainly, absolutely must come back to play in Luca. I probably won't. Hey, hold on. Lunar curtains, nice. Hold on. Hey, Argent, fun at your service. Fun awaits you at Argent. Now I want to go back through and see if I can fucking do publicity to anyone, because we've got to keep this score going. You know what I mean? Trying to go back to the shoe puffs. Let's just go check the bridge here real quick, and if we don't find anything, then we'll be on our way. Hey, publicity. For a good time calling Argent. Fuck yeah. Hey, for a good time calling Argent. Wish there was something to denote, like, fun awaits you at Argent. Like, who can be fucking advertised to and who can't. Oh. Good time calling Argent. They seem mildly intrigued. Fuck yeah, they do. Why wouldn't they be? Is the theater still up? Alright, I have a feeling this is something we come back to later. A shower? Hell yeah, dude. Love a good shower. I had one today myself as well. It was good shit. Okay. Already made your pitch, that's right. Argent, fun at your service. They seem pretty psyched. Such good shit.